What's up, Chiefs Nation? It's your boy DR2, live and direct from the Pacific Northwest, with this week's little submission for uncensored radio for Barryskoolaidnation's Sour Punch Chiefs podcast. What's going on, Barry? I hope all is well out in your world, brother. Yeah, I was a little too pissy to, go ahead and get on here and do something the other day, man. I'm sick of losing, so, playing a little bit of Tuesday afternoon quarterback for you. My thoughts, man. This team is terrible. I'm not telling you guys anything you didn't already know. The Kansas City Chiefs are by far the worst team in the NFL. There's nobody I could think that we would beat on a neutral field right now, and really convince myself that, that could happen. Unfortunately, things continue to get worse and worse and worse. When you think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. We played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I expected to win this game, man. I really did, I wanted to see something from Quinn. I was hopeful. And, Quinn's a little bit more accurate than Castle. He showed a little bit of life. He's a little accurate. But at the end of the day, we didn't do enough to win. Our defense certainly wasn't the same defense that played the Ravens. Our secondary got roasted. It was pretty pathetic, all day long route, and Flowers were out of position. And, and that tells a story, I'm surprised it wasn't worse. Honestly, it's pretty sad when Josh Freeman, who is he's not Joe Montana out there, throws on your secondary for 300 plus. So, this win for them shows me that basically there's really not a game on our schedule that I can guarantee a win. I know we got Cleveland coming up. I don't know. I want to say we're going to win that game, but I'm not sure, you know what I mean? And it'd be easy for me to come on with this video for the podcast and just continue to talk about what's gone wrong, But, we could beat these problems into the ground. We have been, No one's really listening but us. But I'd like to talk a little bit about maybe some solutions, Right now, the only solution I have to this epic problem we're having is to clean house, man. Something needs to happen, and it's got to come from Clark Hunt, man. It's got to start at the top, like the mantra that I come up with, man, that you'd have adopted, man. If nothing changes, nothing changes, you know what I mean? I'm not going to continue to believe the hype like some of you guys out there are about this team being competitive at some point in this season. This is a lost season, And, my number one solution right now, I'm looking at the NFL draft. And that's sad because we're in the middle of October and I'm thinking about the draft. And the problem with this team is that we know that they may not finish that bad. I think they could pick a couple wins up here and there. I don't know. And as a 7-9 team like we had last year, going to be willing to trade up. As a 6-10 team, going to be willing to give to go out and get a number one draft pick, to go out and get Barkley or Geno Smith, history says that that's not what we do, man. We take people's sloppy seconds, and try to work with that. And so, I don't know if they'd be willing to do that. The people who are in charge now, and that's why I want to see him out of there. I want to see him gone. This team is terrible. To not have had a lead at any point this year shows you just how bad this team has been. When that hasn't happened in a long, long time. And I'm not usually a stat guy. Stats don't always tell the story of a team's season. But that's a glaring stat that can't be overlooked. Shout out to the Emperor Clay Wendler. He always comes with it like, who needs opinions when there are facts, man? And the fact is that this Pioli way has failed miserably. And it's got to stop at some point. Why not do it now? We're on a bye. What are we waiting for, man? Wait until the end of the season? What does that accomplish? Let's get some people in here. Let's replace some people. Let's shake some things up and make the household changes that need to be made so we can win some games. Let's get the me players off this team. We all know that Bo is going to be gone. If you think Bo is going to be here next year, I want to know where you get your fucking drugs from. The guy's not going to be here next year, and he is a total me player. We don't want him on this team. Get him out. He is not a team player. I understand he's good, but we're not going to win with this. I mean, look at the types of teams that win the Super Bowl. Do they have wide receivers running around pointing at their jerseys? I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, and people want to see change, man. People are flying banners, another one's coming. People want to wear black, and there's people out there that's upset about that. But the bottom line is, without fans, there is no game. You know, and sure, the NFL's a cash cow. Sure, the Kansas City Chiefs are a cash cow, and they're going to be all right without us. But you know what? No fan support would make a difference, man. And I love this team to death, man. Part of me can't stop rooting for him when, in all honesty, I just want to see him lose out, man, so we can have the pick. You know, so maybe we can draft a number one quarterback, a franchise quarterback, build around him, and give this Chiefs Nation what we deserve, man. We're the most loyal fans in the world. It's like a wife that knows her husband is cheating and stays. Not only stays, but has dinner in the microwave. I mean, there's no more loyal fans in the NFL than the fans of the Kansas City Chiefs. But at the same time, there's no greater pain felt in the entire world of fucking sports, kids, that is felt by anybody but the Kansas City Chiefs fan base. It's disgusting, man. It really is. And you know, why do we have a head coach? Every week it gets worse and worse with Romeo Crennel, man. I really liked you, Romeo. I mean, your press conferences are disgusting. They're just absolutely gross. You need to be replaced effective immediately. At best, you're a defensive coordinator. I see them, they show you on the sideline, and you look like you just woke up from a nap, holding a clipboard, clueless about what's going on. Of course our players aren't going to produce. They got nobody putting them in spots to win. I mean, we got no one stretching the field. We got no quarterback. Our defense is Jekyll and Hyde. Our special teams is sporadic at best. And we've got no leadership. We've got no accountability. And we've got a pissed off fucking fan base. Jason Whitlock is right. This fan has been ready to revolt for the past decade, man. Of course we're pissed off. Dude, we just got our fucking wigs blown back by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Are you serious? Dude, they're gross. Problem is that we're worse. We're worse. You know, and rest in peace, Lamar Hunt, but I'm hard-pressed to think that this would be going on if you were alive, man. You know, a pioneer and a great man, you know, and all the things that, you know, you were able to do for this franchise in the NFL. I can't believe that if you were alive, this would be going on. I just can't. I refuse to believe that. You know, it's hard for me to think that this is how far we have fallen. How far we have fallen in a really short period of time. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, man, that we won 10 games and you know, got a playoff game. I mean, was that a smokescreen? Was that a product of a easy schedule? You know, I mean, people say what you want about Todd Haley, man, but when he was here, man, we could run a bootleg. You know, the guy's got to be laughing his ass off at us right now, man. I mean, this is a disgrace. You know, and fuck all these rumors that are coming out, man. Piola's getting an extension. I mean, anyone who believes that is nuts, man. Ray Charles can see Pioli is not getting an extension. You know, I mean, you think the LA riots were bad? Give Scott Pioli a 2-year extension and see what fucking starts to happen in Kansas City, man. You know, they'll have to call in the fucking National Guard. You know, and God bless you fans out there that are still all in with this team. You know, that are, you know, thinking because the Chargers got exposed last night and we still have all these division games left that, you know, we still have a shot and you know, we can still make the playoffs and go places. Dude, you guys are out of your fucking minds, man. You're delusional. This team is done. Stick the fork in this team. Even the win they got on the road versus New Orleans was fucking an aberration, man. That's fool's gold. You know it. I know it, you know, and some of us come around slower than others, man. It took Barry years to come around. It took me years to come around. You know, fucking Fesco came around. Whitlock came around. Nick, you know, Athens came around. I mean, even people in high-profile fucking media are seeing, who are Chief fans, are seeing that there is no hope for this team until household changes are made. I mean, it's, the fans deserve more, man, you know. And we all want it because we love our team, you know. I mean, shout out to Save Our Chiefs, the men and women behind that. You know, Uncensored Nation, man, we ain't going to stop saying what we're saying. You know, we want to see fucking results. You know, enough. We all are paying a lot of money. Well, I mean, I'm not paying shit anymore, man. I'm done. You know, for those of you that still want to go to games, man, that's crazy. I wouldn't take a free ticket to Arrowhead right now, man, and not until I see something different, you know. And for those of you who go to tailgate, man, you do what you want to do. I wouldn't set foot in there, man. They ain't getting my $28, $30. You're out of your fucking mind, man, you know. And sure, they'll be fine without the fans. I know they're a cash crop. They're making all types of cheddar. But you know what? We can make a difference by showing how upset we are, man. You know, eventually, Clark Hunt will see that, you know, this is not about money. This is not about money, man. You're wiping your ass with money, Clark. You know, we're the vocal 99% out here that want to win because we want to win, man. You know, the Kansas City Chiefs organization should not be celebrating 50 years in Kansas City with this debacle. I mean, it's terrible. It really is. So, you know, here I am another week, another L, but I'm still rocking my colors because that's how I do. You know what I mean? Shout out to Michael Farris on your little submission, man. I was in the shower listening to that shit, man. I was getting amped, man. I see you out there beasting. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Emperor again. You know, shout out to people like Connie Joe, man. You know, a woman with mad knowledge, 50 years behind this team. I mean, we don't always agree, you know, but, you know, I give you mad respect. You know, you definitely get your props from me. You know, there's some things that we agree about. And maybe one day, you know, we'll all come together and be united again as the Red Sea. But for right now, man, you guys out there, you know, believe in the hype. I feel bad for you. But, you know, y'all keep doing what you're doing because we're all fans, you know what I mean? Again, shout out to the Emperor, Clay Wendler, Shaggy Shane, you know what I mean? Double props to Jason Whitlock, man, not giving a fuck and coming correct with the 2 articles. If you haven't read them, you need to read these articles, man. This shit is real talk for real understanding about the demise of the Kansas City Chiefs, you know? And as usual for you, Barry, you know, you keeping it real, letting me come on here, letting us come on here, not censoring our shit, not keeping us on hold or any of this bullshit that you're going to get calling 610 and all these other so-called sports stations. It's bullshit, you know. This is how it needs to be. Fans need to say what they need to say. And as far as not, you know, having all the followers that you want, man, quality beats quantity any day, homeboy. You keep doing what you're doing, man. People are going to come around, man. You know, there's a plan for you, man. And right now it's to keep doing this. So that's all I got this week, man. It's a bye week, man. Thank God. You know, not that it really is going to make a difference, you know, because I think we're going to be losing that game to Oakland, too. I really do, unfortunately, and I hate the Raiders. But I'm a realist, and, you know, and I'll root for them to win, but, you know, I ain't going to any bookie and betting my life savings on it, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, real talk for real understanding as always. Save our Chiefs, somebody, please. If there's a God in heaven, please help us make some moves here so we can start winning. And good looking out again, Barry. I hope everybody has a good week. This is DR2, the Black Italian, signing out. Peace.